Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to read Srimad Bhagavatam, the session of devotee, and I ask for the blessing of my senior devotee, Godamanara Prabhu, to give me the mercy that I can speak something, and my teacher, Krishna Sharanara Vinda, teacher of Bhakti Shastri, Gigovardhan, or senior devotee here in Umayapur. There are probably much more realization of what I am. So please give me your mercy that I can say something. Umayapur is spontaneous service, so Srimad Bhagavatam is also spontaneous service. So I heard this morning that I will give class, and I also heard that I will dress the deity this morning, so I didn't have so much time to prepare the class. But I was thinking this is a great opportunity to speak about not just scholarship, but more about religion and what is devotional service. Is not just to be a learned and know a lot of verse, but to surrender to the wish of the Lord. This is what I tried to do this morning. So we read from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 11th chapter, the childhood pastime of Krishna, and we will read a few verses, and we read together the verse 17 that is in the Bible. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 15. Krishna Krishna Ravindaksha Tatahi Stanam Piba Alam Vihare Shud Shanta Vida Shantur Siputaraka. Oui, je lis d'abord parce que je lis plusieurs versets où il n'y a pas de n'importe quel, on ira ensemble, c'est le 17. Traduction. Mother Yashoda said, "My dear son, Krishna, lotus-eyed Krishna, come here and drink the milk of my breast. My dear darling, you must be very tired because of hunger and the fatigue of playing so long. There is no need to play anymore." Krishna wants always to play. Mother Yashoda wants to always Krishna in her lap. Elamagacha tatachu sanuja puranandana lata eva pitaras tadvavan bhuktum harati. My dear Baladel, best of our family, please come immediately with your younger brother, Krishna. You both ate in the morning, and now you have to eat something more. So now we repeat together. Pratikshate tvam datvara
Pratikshate tvam datvara
Bokshamano rajahipa
Bokshamano rajadipa
Ehi havayo priyam dehi
Ehi avayo yadehi
Svagriyam yatavaraka
Svagriyam yatavaraka
Pratikshate tvam dachara
Pratikshate tvam datvara
Bokshamano rajahipa
Bokshamano rajadipa
Ehi havayo priyam dehi
Ehi avayo yadehi
Svagriyam yatavaraka
Svagrihan yatavaraka
Pratikshate tvam dachara
Pratikshate tvam datvara
Bokshamano rajahipa
Bokshamano rajadipa
Ehi havayo priyam dehi
Ehi avayo yadehi
Svagriyam yatavaraka
Svagrihan yatavaraka
Pratikshate tvam dachara
Pratikshate tvam datvara
Bokshamano rajahipa
Bokshamano rajadipa
Ehi havayo priyam dehi
Ehi avayo yadehi
Svagriyam yatavaraka
Svagrihan yatavaraka
Pratikshate tvam dashara
Pratikshate tvam datvara
Svagriyam yatavaraka
Svagrihan yatavaraka
Pratikshate tvam dashara
Pratikshate tvam datvara
Bokshamano brajadipa
Bokshamano rajadipa
Ehi avayo priyam dehi
Ehi avayo priyam dehi
Svagriham yatavalaka
Svagrihan yatavaraka
Pratikshate tvam dashaha
Pratikshate tvam dashara
Bokshamano vajadipa
Bokshamano rajadipa
Eyavayo priyam dehi
Ehi avayo priyam dehi
Svagiham yatavalaka
Svagrihan yatavaraka
Translation word for word. Pratikshate
Pratikshate
is waiting.
is waiting.
Tvam
Tvam
for both of you, Krishna and Balava.
for both of you, Krishna and Radha.
Nachara,
Ashava,
O Balaram,
Bhagavara,
Bhaktyamana,
Swashamana,
desiring to eat,
desiring to eat,
Vajrahadipaha,
Vajradikaha,
the king of Raja,
king of Raj,
Nanda Maharaj,
Maharaj,
Ehi,
Ehi,
come here,
Kampi,
Avayo,
Abhaya,
Ao,
Av,
Priyam,
Priyam,
please, pleasure. Dehi,
Devi,
just consider,
just consider,
Svagriyam,
Svagrihan,
to the respective homes,
to their respective homes,
Yata,
Yata,
let them go,
let him go,
Varakaha, the other boys. Translation and purport by Nitai says Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nanda Maharaj, the king of Raja, is now waiting to eat. Oh, my dear son Balaram, he is waiting for you. Therefore, come back to please us. All the boys playing with you and Krishna should now go to their homes. Purport. It appeared that Nanda Maharaj regularly took his food with his two sons, Krishna and Balaram. Yashoda told the other boys, now you should go to your homes. Father and son generally sit together. So Mother Yashoda requested Krishna and Balaram to return, and she advised the other boy to go on so that the parents would not have to wait for them. Om Agyanatigadasya Gyanandara Sharakaya Chakshurmitayina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapita Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamyam Dadati Svaparantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padam Swayam Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prasharine
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi
Vashkatya
Veshatarine,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurabhakta Krishna Krishna Krishna. So I read again. The king, oh my dear son Balaram, is for all the places you are, and Krishna should now go to the homes. So this is a sweet pastime of Vrindavan, the dealing between Mother Yashoda, Maharaj. This is the highest realization of God we can to understand these pastimes. And Ankara, false ego. You cannot go beyond the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, I mean, you can read, but you cannot understand really what is meaning. So, if they ask me to speak on this 10th canto, I just do it as a service, but I don't have any realization of how Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj feel some emotion when they are caring for Krishna and Balaram. So our only hope is to first start to understand that we have to serve Srila Prabhupada, serve Parampara, and by the mercy we can receive the understanding of this emotion. Because in spiritual world, everything is a question of rasa, question of bhav, of emotion. So it's not that we have to dress as Mother Yashoda or Nanda Maharaj and start to play as if we are them. We have to just get the mercy of this Acharya, this great soul who come from the spiritual soul, the spiritual world, to help us to realize what is the meaning of this. So this is why I just decided to not prepare the class and just speak about realization of what happened here in New Mayapur and what happened in Sankirtan. Because if I just start to recite verse or speak about tattva, it's not the meaning of these books. The meaning of this book is to speak about realization, to speak about how Krishna is playing with us. In this pastime, we see that Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj are asking to Krishna, we can say controlling Krishna by love, but we not have this position. Our position is to be controlled by Krishna, not to control Krishna. So we should not play thinking that we are at this level. Only by love we can know him, like Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktyamama Vijanati Yavanyashtasmi Tatvata. So our only hope should be to serve the Acharya who have this love, and this Acharya will give us this love, that we can realize what is the purpose and what is the meaning of this Srimad Bhagavatam. And by serving and by surrendering unto the devotee and the Acharya, we can progressively, slowly, with patience, determination, enthusiasm, we can develop little of this emotion. So this place, New Mayapur, is very special for me. I spend a lot of time to serve, and I'm so happy to see all of you, Godamanada, Govardhan, Krishna Sharana, Vrinda. Although I know less because I spend less time, Shriram Vijay, but I spend so much time to serve here the deities, and whenever I come back here and I see these deities, I'm so much touched by the devotion of the devotee who are serving them with so much devotion and so much surrendering to the desire of Srila Prabhupada. The first time I came here, Janda Goswami said me, this place is not higher, but is as Vrindavan. He said me, this place is so dear to Prabhupada, is so dear to Krishna, that here you are, it is as if you are in Vrindavan. And yesterday I was chanting my japa in Srila Prabhupada room, and it's true that this place is so special. It's very special, and these deities are so special. We used to say that Krishna is a desire tree, Kalpavriksha. But how much we realize about this? How much we think that Krishna is a desire tree who fulfills all of our desire? We can realize only if our desire are for the pleasure of Krishna. And when I came here, I was thinking, maybe I should ask to serve the deities. I want to serve Radha Govinda, Krishna Balaram, and Gula Nitai. But I was thinking also, oh no, Janda Goswami now, he wants that I fully surrender to book distribution. And we used to say that book distribution is the highest service, the most pleasing for Srila Prabhupada. So I was thinking, okay, I will not ask. I will take whatever it comes. And I just participate to all the Sankirtan festival and try to serve the devotee and see Janda Goswami how to to glorify the devotee. Look how much a pure devotee is glorifying the devotee. He passes time. Look how much time he passed yesterday to glorify the devotee. So if you want to understand Krishna, this is not going directly to Krishna, but this is to glorify the devotee. There is no other way. There is no other way to please Krishna by glorifying devotee that we can have the mercy of Krishna. So I just try to serve the devotee as much as I could, but I always feel so low when I see Nanda Goswami. How much he know everything about all of us, and he know how to serve all of us. So it helped me to develop this Srinada Pisayishnana, Talola Pisayishnana. And so I tried, but this in my heart was here. I want to serve the deities. And yesterday I received a message of Gandharvika. Manjari is sick. Can you dress the deities tomorrow? I was thinking, oh, they heard my heart. So these deities, they are not speaking with the mouth, they're speaking with the heart. You have to speak with them with the heart and they will answer to you. Just try to ask them how I can please you with my heart and my devotion. They will answer to you, don't worry. They will very quickly answer. So Gandharvika sent me this message. So I will dress them. I'm so happy. And I went to bed. And this morning I wake up and I saw a message of Gandharvika. Mahadevi will dress them. So, oh no, Krishna is so playing with us. So, okay, I will chant my run. This is a wish of Maharaj now. He wants that I distill books and that I'm more engaged in chanting, cultivating this devotional service by associating with devotee. And so, okay, I surrender. I accept what Krishna gave me. I not dress. And I start to chant my rounds, one round, and you start to think how many rounds you will chant. And Mayapur Chanda comments and me, Mahadevi is not here. And nobody is here for dressing the deities. So, okay, I asked to Rasikananda, so do you know what happened with Mahadevi? And he said, actually Mahadevi cannot dress, she's off her tongue, she cannot dress. So I was thinking, okay, Krishna is so playful with me. So this is the mood of Krishna Balaram. And here we are very blessed by the fact that Srila Prabhupada installed this Krishna Balaram. And the mood is to want to play with Krishna, and he will play with us. This is not us who will play with Krishna, Krishna will play with us first. And so I went on the altar and I addressed Nitai, and it was very nice to be back with them again and to have this opportunity to serve them. So what we can understand from all this is that all this process that Srila Prabhupada gave us is to develop the attitude of surrendering unto the wish of the Lord. And if we surrender unto the wish of the Lord is a Kalpavriksha. He is fulfilling all our desire. And we are fully satisfied. We don't expect anything for us, we just want the pleasure of the Lord. So this is how this great devotee as Srila Prabhupada and his disciple can show us how we can come to approach Krishna. This is not by scholarship, this is not by austerity, this is not of anything else. This is just surrendering unto the wish of the devotee and Krishna. And by doing it, we can become free of all this anatta, and we can pass so these two cantos and go deeper and deeper, third canto, fourth canto, fifth canto, and come progressively from the feet of Krishna to the smile, beautiful smile and lotus eye of Krishna. So what we read this morning, this is the smile of Krishna. Can you see the smile of Krishna when you read this? I cannot see, but we can feel that it's a very sweet pastime. It's very sweet and very attractive, actually. We would like to be there with them when we read this. So this, all this help us to purify. Also, we should not reject and say, I'm not qualified, this pastime is not for me. It's not good also. If Srila Prabhupada, when he came to Occident, he gave Bhagavad Gita and Krishna book. So he gave directly the highest standard of what is the relation with Krishna and all the Vrajavasi. So we have to cultivate this knowledge, but what we should be careful is never think we are there. We are not there. We have to purify our heart, purify our anatta. If we start to think that we are there, we are far away from this Vrindavan. So this pastime have to be cultivated, have to be meditate. We have to meditate and think about this. Krishna, Balaram, Yashvati, Nanda Maharaj, and think how sweet are this pastime. What are these emotions? We have to meditate on this. This should fulfill our mind and our heart. We should always think about this. And we have to realize that Krishna is not an ordinary man. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Janma karma chamedidam evam yoveti tatvata. Jagva devam punna jama netimam eti so arjuna. So what means this verse? That Krishna, if you realize that his birth is his apparition, we cannot say birth, his apparition, his pastime, his name, and everything connected with Krishna are transcendental. If you realize this, you do not take birth again in this material world. You become free of birth, old age, disease, and death. So this is why it's so important to read this pastime and to meditate on this pastime. We have to really take time, and Prabhupada wanted that devotee read every night Krishna book. Why? Why this? We are not qualified, but by the mercy of Prabhupada, he gives us access to this. Because he always put in Krishna book, if you read, you see how much tattva there is into it. It's not just give us rasa, he gives us the tattva. So by the mercy of Acharya and the devotee, we can have the tattva, and the tattva will help us to come to the rasa. And by the rasa, this is how we can go back to Godhead. So these pastimes are very sweet, and we should always meditate on it. And the most blissful time, how I can the most understand this pastime, is when we are in the street and trying to distribute books. These services are so joyful. It's very austere, I agree. Sometimes it's very austere. But if you continue to do it, you can experiment this joy and this bliss. And this is very ananda, this felicity, this bliss. You can feel it by doing this service of Sankirtan. And after these months of Sankirtan and this marathon, this Srila Prabhupada book marathon of December, I can say that I'm always happy to come back here in New Mayapur, but I know that I'm not qualified to stay at the feet of Krishna Balaram. And you see, this is Nitai who asked me to dress them, not Krishna Balaram or Radha Govinda Balaram. So this is what is, we are not qualified, and we should get the mercy of Acharya who give us the darshan of Krishna Balaram and Radha Govinda Madhava. But we have to know that this is only by serving Gaura Nitai that we can understand the rasa, that we can come to understand what is the rasa, what is this love. Not just think, I love my wife, I love my parents. No, this is different rasa. The real rasa you can experiment by serving Gaura Nitai. They are giving all the rasa, all the tests in devotional life. And they, by their mercy, we can understand this pastime, but no other way. And their weapon, it is said that their weapon in Srimad Bhagavatam 11 Canto, it is said that their weapon is associate. So we have to understand, and Srila Prabhupada said that if you want to understand the science of rasa, we have to study the chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita about the Panchatattva. And we should understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda, Advaita, Gadadhar, Shivas, understand who they are, how they are dealing with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And doing this, we can understand by the association of devotee. And you are all very special to be here in this place. Because I'm not saying, Krishna is saying, Manushya sasreshu kachid yatati sidaya, yatatam abhisidena kachid mam vetitatvatha. One on me, thousands of people will try to understand me. And only one on this thousand will understand me completely. So here you are all here at the feet of Radha Govinda Madhava, Krishna Balaram and Gaura Nitai. So you are so special because you took the path of perfection. This path will bring us to the highest level of love of Radha and Krishna. So you are so special, and it's only by your mercy that we can understand all this pastime. So by serving Gaura Nitai and Panchatattva, we can become free of death and develop this rasa, this science of rasa. And I will just finish on what this marathon marked me so much. This marathon marked me so much this year because of the passing away of Krishna Pada. And I want to share this because in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, Sutta Goswami explained that if you want to become free of death, you have to invite Yamaraj to the Sankirtan Yaga. And I tried to serve Janda Goswami and to practice the Sankirtan Yaga. And Krishna Pad came before the starting of this marathon to the temple, and I was so touched to see him. It was a long time that I didn't saw him, and was very touching to my heart to see him because he was really sick, he was suffering, and I was really touched to see him, how much he was even in his condition, health condition, still wanted to serve Srila Prabhupada, wanted to come to see the deities, take darshan of the deities. And so I was really touched, and I tried to keep contact with him when he came. And he was asking me to bring in books to the hospital. He was on the path of death, on the door of death, we can say. We knew since 1 year that he was in the hospital with this sickness. We knew that it will not be long for him because there is no cure of this sickness. But during 1 year, he didn't stop to think about preaching and serving Srila Prabhupada. And this is for all of us an example because we can die at any time. At any time we can die. And he showed us, actually he's a Acharya for me, he showed us how to die, as Srila Prabhupada showed us. Because until his last breath, he was asking books for sharing Krishna consciousness to the doctor, engineer, nurse, and everyone he was meeting. So I was bringing him books to the hospital, and I was seeing him with a transfusion for blood, and so it was. But I was amazed to see that he never take out his japa. He was always, he had his japa, and Srila Prabhupada chanting in his room. There was all these people sitting next to him, and he was here, but he was very different. He was blessed by Srila Prabhupada to keep this desire to please Prabhupada and please Krishna. And he was saying, I bring him books, and he was saying message, how do you sell this book? How do you ask money for people? He wasn't. So I was explaining, saying him message to him how we was doing, how Prabhupada explained us that we should not give for free, we should ask them to give donation because this is engaging them in the service of Krishna. We always receive from Krishna. We always ask for Krishna when we give to Krishna. So I was saying to him, we should ask them to give to Krishna. We have to ask them, and we should not be shy of it. If you are shy, they will not give you money. But we can also imagine in this situation. But he was asking me, so I was saying him, as I didn't know that he will leave his body in 1 week. I was thinking maybe we do for many months, many weeks again. And he was doing plan for months and months. He was saying me in September, Purushatraya Maharaj will come to France. How we can organize a seminar in university for preaching Krishna consciousness. How we can we ask to Maharaj to go to Brazil to preach there in Brazil? This is what he was sending to me. And I sent him a message, and I said him that you should, because I spoke with Maharaj, and Maharaj said me, don't discourage him. Encourage him in his devotion, don't discourage him. Even if you know that it's not possible for him in this situation, encourage him. So I said to him, Krishna Pad, your body is very sick, but you have a lot of time in the hospital, and please read Srila Prabhupada books, and me, I'm using my body for selling because I don't have time in the street to read. So we cooperate for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. You read, and I use my body for serving Krishna. And like this, we please Prabhupada. And when I come to the hospital, we will share the realization that you have by reading. This is one of the last messages I sent him. And the next week, I went, and he asked me to bring prasadam. Every time he was asking me prasadam, so I was bringing prasadam. He asked me samosa, kachori, halva, all those things that he could not eat in this situation, but he wanted only. So I brought him prasadam, and I went to the hospital, and we sit there in the hospital, and he was reading from, and so we start to speak, and after I asked me, so what is your realization? And he said, okay, we read, and we sit in the hospital and start to read Upadeshamrita together. And it was one of the most blissful time in my life, I think. He was reading, he was on the path on the door of death, and he was reading Srila Prabhupada books. Was very deep. It was not our reading like we read and we fall in sleep. No, here was very deep. There was a lot of meaning. And a few days later, so Krishna connect us, by the Paramatma connect us together. And this last night before he passed his body, I was connected to him, and I had so much pain in my stomach, I didn't know why. And during the night, I could not sleep, so I just get up and turn on my phone. And when I turn on, I was thinking I will reach Srimad Bhagavatam, what to do in the bed waiting, better to reach Srimad Bhagavatam. So I rise from my bed and start to turn on my phone, and I saw this message of Annapurna. Krishna Pad is very bad, please pray for him. And this was a few minutes before he left his body. So I sent a message to Annapurna and I said, we keep Krishna Pad in our prayer. This was 1 minute before he left his body. And I was really touched by all this, but I could not sleep and I didn't know, I could not sleep. So I just rise from my bed and start to chant japa. And I went downstairs and Maharaj was with Krishna Pad since few hours chanting with Annapurna and Krishna Pad leaving his body. And I was thinking, this is inviting Yamaraj to Sankirtan Yaga. I brought books for him who was leaving his body, and we chant together with Maharaj Annapurna the name of the Lord until his last breath. So this devotee is not anymore in this material world. Go back to God. And he was chanting, Maharaj was chanting, he said, come, come, come. And I entered in the room and I was seeing Annapurna chanting. He was on the video like this. She was chanting, Maharaj was chanting, and I was chanting, and we were seeing Krishna Pad leaving his body. And Annapurna she is so strong. She is a very, very good devotee. She was so strong, she was not even crying. She was chanting with her heart. We could feel how deep she was chanting. This was not our chanting. She was chanting with her heart, and we was chanting, and at one point she said, oh, he left his body. Maharaj, what should I do? What should I do? Should I put Tulasi? She lived in his mouth. And Maharaj said, yeah, you can do this. And she put Tulasi leaf in the mouth of Krishna Pad. So this for me was, I had so many other divertissements during this marathon, but what will stay in my heart and my mind is this passing away of Krishna Pad, going back to God, and how we should never, whatever our situation in our life, whatever our health condition, we should never to want to preach Krishna consciousness, distribute Srila Prabhupada books, and keep this desire in our heart, and by this we are pleasing Lord Chaitanya. And by this by pleasing Prabhupada, Lord Chaitanya, we can understand what is the science of rasa. What is the science of rasa? And in this way, in this understanding, we can read 10 canto with feeling and emotion. So when I came to New Mayapur, I came back the other day, I was looking to the deities and I was thinking, now Krishna Pad, you are there, you are with them, and I am here. But he connected me to Krishna, he helped me in my devotional life by showing me how to live, how to die, and it helped me to develop a little bit of feeling for the deities. And when I was in front of the deities the other day, I was really touched by the devotion of the devotee. And I was looking, thinking, I'm looking the deities. And Gopaswami came in my back and said me, who is looking to who? You are looking or Krishna is looking to you? And I was saying, I'm looking at them. I'm looking, they are not looking to me. And so I was in front of Nitai and he said, no, the devotee have to realize that they are looking to us, and because they are looking to us, because you go in front of them, you can't see them, but they are looking to us. And I went in front of Radha Govinda Madhava, and I was thinking how much Janda Maharaj is merciful to engage me in this service of Sankirtan, and how much serving them it means trying to share Krishna consciousness to others. And when I was looking at them, Radharani make fall the flower in her right hand at the feet of Govinda Madhava. So I took it like a confirmation that if you want to understand Radha and Krishna, you have to please Chaitanya Prabhu and try to distribute Srila Prabhupada books. So this is, sorry, it was not so organized because I didn't prepare for this class. But this is what this marathon gave me as a realization, and this is what this verse inspired me to speak. So maybe we can have some time for sharing if you have some understanding or realization or correction. And please give me your feedback. I'm happy to hear from you. That's nice.
You said we have to invite Yamaraj, but I don't remember where we have to invite him.
We have to invite Yamaraj to the Sankirtan Yaga, the congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord. And this is how we can become free of death. It's little bit, it's transcendental. So this is why I gave this example with Krishna Path to understand what it means. It means that we should always think that we can leave our body at any time. So Yamaraj is always next to us, ready to give us the final punishment. So if we want to become free of birth, death, old age and disease, we should constantly chant the holy name of the Lord. And as by this, we invite Yamaraj who is with us at any time to this Sankirtan Yagya, and we become free of birth, death, disease and old age. This is my understanding of this statement of Dayal, that we should always chant, because Yamaraj is always here. We can die at any time. So maybe some devotee have some understanding about this. Please.
I just want to share something that Hanuman Prasad Swami said one day. It touched me a lot. He says, "Today is a good day to die." Today is a good day to die.
Yeah.
For some it sounds strange, but I think a devotee can understand that what is the meaning of it.
Yeah. Are we ready to die?
We are, we are in that day that we are Krishna consciousness is kind of the perfect day.
There's no perfect day.
I mean that we should.
Yeah.
This perfect day. Today's a good day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if I die now, what will happen? I mean, what kind of consciousness do I have? It's like, if I analyze my consciousness, it's not a good day to die today.
I think if we try to serve Krishna all our life and Srila Prabhupada, he will make a suitable arrangement when we come close of death in a way that we become more ready for dying. We see that we see in Srimad Bhagavatam how with his devotee is dealing with, in Bhagavad Gita it is said that for the atheist, Krishna is dying, he is a death, who destroy everything. But for the devotee, Krishna makes a suitable arrangement for death is not like for and non-devotee. This is what I can see with this person who leaves the body, Srila Prabhupada, Krishnapad, and many others. He organized in a way that you have the association of devotee, you have the association with the holy name, and you have everything. So our effort is to try to put all our effort to serve the Lord, and we should always keep this humility. I'm not ready, like this. We not think, okay, I'm pure devotee. What to do if we think we are pure devotee, we will not serve anymore. So we should always have this thinking, I'm not ready. But we should also have confidence that Krishna will arrange everything, or we die in his meditating on him. I think so. I anticipate. Okay, if there is no other question or comment, thank you very much for your attentive listening and your association. Sorry if I did any offense, some mistake. And Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, breakfast time ki jai.
That's great, Dayal, Nitai, Prabhu.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.